Guys, if you guys want my, what is it called?
Give them your OnlyFans account.
Wait, OnlyFans. Follow me on OnlyFans. The link will be below. Hey guys, this is Silas with Silas Baca Real Estate, brokered by eXp Realty. And today I wanted to give you a little bit background about myself. So we're gonna do a Q&A with some questions that people have asked on Instagram. So here we go. All right, like I said, my name is Silas Baca. I'm an Air Force veteran. I served 8 years in the Air Force in the logistics management world. I served in Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom. I've been married for going on 10 years next year in 2021. 3 kids, a 20-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 4-year-old. For those of you that know, I like to go on the trail runs. I like to go on running, working out, going to a shooting range. I like to go and try different foods all over the city and stuff like that. So I want to get right into the questions, so let's get started. All right, the first question is coming from Yuvia. She asked, what would you have been in life if you had not become a realtor? So my original idea when I got out of high school was to go and keep running and going to the Olympics. After September 11th, I already knew I wanted to join the military. So that's when I went and joined. So if I was not a realtor, I would probably still be in the military today, but I definitely enjoy being a realtor. I think meeting people and just helping people with their houses, buying houses and selling is a great experience for me and as well as for them. Another question is, if you could give advice to a 20-year-old Silas, what would that be? The advice I would give to a 20-year-old me is just get started, get it going, give yourself 100% in everything and anything you do. Follow your passion, follow your dreams, and go after it. Let's see, what other questions is there? My photographer back here behind me asked, what was your dream home like? I'm really big into the farmhouses, single levels on 5 to 10 acres. That way we can have a place to run, have some animals, have some trees, and just kind of be private that way. Another question is, what makes you so passionate about early jogging? Well, I'm used to running in the morning. Even in high school, we used to go out and run 3 or 4 miles before school, and then we go train in the afternoon. In the military, a lot of times we did our early morning run. So to me, I'm just used to it. I enjoy it. I like to get my early morning jog, my early morning workout done, and it just gives me energy for the day. It's done, it's over, and then I have time for everything else in the evening. So that's what gives me the motivation to run early. What is a bad habit of yours that you overcome or that you'd like to overcome? It's a hard question, but I don't see it as a bad habit. I'm a kind of a workaholic. I like to embed myself into work and really just kind of going out there and making sure that my clients and people are taken care of in the best way that they can. That could take away from other stuff. So I mean, I guess some people could see it as a bad habit. I kind of see it as just me serving people. Another question, Patty asked, what was your time for your fastest mile? So in high school, as a 9th grader, I ran a 4-minute, 50-second mile. Obviously with training and concentrating on running the mile for track during that time. That's a good question that she brought that up because I want to actually try to beat that now, 20 years later, probably sometime in 2021. So we'll definitely film that and we'll definitely see if we can do that. So great question, Patty. I appreciate that. What made you want to start a YouTube channel? That's a great question, Frankie. What made me want to start a YouTube channel is that I didn't see a lot of content out there as far as showcasing our great city of El Paso, the people of El Paso, places, and some of the great real estate that we have here. So I wanted to be able to come out and just do the work and lay down enough information for people to go out there and see these places here in El Paso. And so that was kind of the idea behind opening up this YouTube channel. So another question is asked by Sabrina. She's asking, where have I lived in the world or throughout this country? So great question, Sabrina. So when I joined the military, I was immediately sent to San Antonio. So I stayed in San Antonio for about 6 or 7 months. And then I was sent to Alaska, Fairbanks, Alaska. I lived outside of a little town called North Pole, Alaska. And yes, there was the Santa Claus house there. So I stayed there for 3 years and then I was relocated to Montana, Great Falls, Montana for 5 years. During those 2 phases, I've been into places like obviously Iraq. I went to a small island, a Greek island out in the Mediterranean called Cyprus, where I was there for a little while. I've been to Germany and stuff like that. So those are kind of the places I've seen all over the world and in the country. And then of course here, being in El Paso. All right, guys, another question is, somebody asked, how many pairs of shoes do I own? I own 1 pair of dress shoes, 1 casual shoes, and about 3 or 4 running shoes. So that goes to show where my priorities are, right? How many chones I have? Just 1. All right. Another person asked, what was the worst gift I ever received? I think all the gifts are great, but the worst one I ever received was probably a roll of toilet paper. It's gold now in these times, right? But back then it was just funny to see that that's what they gave me. But thank you, though. I appreciate it. All right, another question is, what was the dumbest thing I ever did as a kid? Oh man, there's so many. I don't even know where to start. But I would say probably one of the dumbest things would probably be riding my bike over one of those hills of dirt where they were redoing the road. I really thought I was gonna ramp it and fly over it, and I just went straight over the edge, flipping, tangling myself with the bike. So that's, looking back, I mean, right off the top of my head, that's probably one of the dumbest things I could have done. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. I was hurt, but here I am still, so we're good.
Say another one.
Another dumb thing?
Yeah.
Another dumb thing is, I think in elementary, is I picked on probably one of the biggest kids there. Yes, I did get my butt whooped. That was dumb, stupid. Funny quick story is that I met him again in the Air Force. We were actually stationed in the same base together, so craziness how things happen over the years. But shout out to Michael Peace. Thank you, brother. Another question is, Frankie J asked, what was my long-term goals? Well, I have a few long-term goals. One of them is obviously to build this real estate business, kind of be more leverage and just kind of build it big, have a good team all around me. My wife and I, we want to get into the investment properties, Airbnbs, stuff like that, long-term rentals, short-term rentals, and maybe even do a couple flips. Another thing down the road would probably be maybe a coffee shop. Me and my wife are big into coffee. We have some great friends that own coffee shops, and we've just been inspired by them. And so down the road, we would love to do something like that. So a lot of the long-term goals is really just kind of build that wealth, but it also at the same time go out and help other people. Guys, if you guys want my, what is it called? The GoFundMe. The link will be below.
Give them your OnlyFans account.
OnlyFans. Follow me on OnlyFans. All right, guys, if you guys are looking to buy or sell, check out my buying video here or my selling video here. I enjoyed making this video for you guys, opening up and really just being able to talk about who I am and where I came from. I hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. Hit the like button, subscribe, and if you enjoyed it, we'll see you on the next videos.